I'm your biggest fan.
Hi, Mason here at WVCW for Chalkboard Sessions. We just heard from the amazing self-described post-punk darlings, Tentative Decisions, and we're going to talk to them now for a little bit.
What's up, Mason?
Hi, introduce yourselves to the fine folks at home, because I haven't learned your names yet.
My name's Amanda, I play bass.
My name's Jack, I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Bernadette, I play drums.
Nice.
You guys have an EP that's out as of the release of this video. Not out right now. Tell me a little bit about the recording process for that EP.
We did it at the Rabbit Hole with our friend Sebastian recorded it for us. And yeah, it's cool. We did it in just a couple days. It's a nice kind of snapshot of like the early days of the band, I would say. Yeah, we recorded the bass and drums and I think one layer of guitar all live, and then just kind of layered on top of that, and it was a really fun time.
The first song we ever the first song we ever wrote is on there.
Yeah, which we also played today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Tracksuit.
So, recording it at the Rabbit Hole, that's a local venue, I guess, a house venue?
Yeah, like for a show, DIY venue.
Mm-hmm. Was the decision to make an EP just like a we just should get something out there if we're gonna keep doing shows, or was it like a focused artistic decision?
I think a little bit of both. I think that there was a certain sound that we had with those like early songs that, I don't know, we were maybe moving away from a little bit, but we wanted to like document it and have like some sort of artistic like, you know, statement of that out there, but also just like have like something for people to listen to, you know.
Something I could send my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were ready to record something.
Yeah, I think we just also really wanted to get in the studio.
Just do something.
Just do something. Yeah.
You said you're kind of moving away from the sound that's featured on the EP, or it's more like you guys are evolving and it's.
We're just evolving.
I think evolving
Getting
is really
better.
the better word.
Mm-hmm.
The songs are like, they're a little more simple than what we're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a bad way, obviously. But.
I think if anything, we're just getting better at our instruments.
Yeah.
I think
It's kind of funny.
All three of us are, like, in the grand scheme of things, generally pretty new to our instruments.
A little bit.
Speaking as you guys as a live act, you all say you're kind of new with your instruments. Have you guys been in any bands before Tentative Decisions itself?
A year ago, I responded to a flyer, and I didn't know how to play bass, but I said that I did, so I just learned, and that was awful, but you have to start somewhere. So I was in one band, and then that just kind of disbanded, and then I'm in another project with my friend, and I'm learning guitar, so I don't know. I've just been kind of going at it and like learning improperly in a really botched way, and just like learning my favorite songs, and it's working now. Yeah.
I have done a little bit of stuff. I've been playing guitar for a few years. I did a little project with a friend for a little bit that was mostly just recording, and then I've done a lot of just like really crappy recordings like by myself in my bedroom. But this is the first like band I think I've been in where we've really like
Followed through,
I would say. Yeah, I've done other stuff with other people that we just really didn't follow through on that much, but you know, this is, yeah.
I started drumming 6 or 7 months ago, pretty much right at the creation of this band. My main instrument is tuba. I was a band kid in high school, and then I was in band before I transferred here, so I just started.
You had been playing drums a little bit before that though, right?
Yeah.
I knew how to hold sticks, and I knew how to kick, snare, and that was about it. That's what I started with.
Do you know how many shows you've played collectively at this point? Have you been keeping track?
5 or 6 probably.
Is that it?
It feels like more, but I
does
think
feel like more.
realistically we've probably played like 5, maybe 6.
Thinking back on them, do you have a particular memory of any of your shows that sort of is like that's, you know, you grasp onto?
I'm particularly, I feel like there was one show that we did at Ipanema that was really great.
Yeah, it just felt good though.
Was that the one where We didn't have a big crowd for us. They were there for the other bands, but that was like the best we ever played.
I think it was the one before that.
It was
There was one of the ones with Shag Carpet.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Anytime that I just feel like comfortable playing and can actually like enjoy the moment instead of really being really stressed. Like when we first started out, I was just not as good, so I just was really stressed and staring at my feet, which I still am working on. But anytime I can just like enjoy myself and not be really preoccupied.
Yeah, there was a show where we play Sports by the Viagra Boys at the end.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of all of our sets, and there was a set where like I think it was the set that I was just talking about where everybody started singing along, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That was a good show.
Do you feel a level of when it comes to seeing yourselves on like a bill with like bands? Would you rather see yourself on a band bill with? Is it more intimidating to play with experienced bands or inexperienced bands? Do you think?
With experienced bands.
At first it was more intimidating, but I think, especially for me nowadays, I'm just really focusing on how much it's just fun to play with people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We really, really focus on community, and we like to play with people who we consider
friends
our
with.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like to make friends with people and then play with those friends, and I think that's the main focus.
Watch the bad thing breathe from your neck down to your spine.
You are in a apocalypse of some sort of vague variety. Which instrument do you find yourself grasping as a weapon?
Definitely.
Like-
Definitely a
Musical
really
instrument?
heavy bass.
Musical instrument.
Oh,
Unless you think medical instrument or...
I was thinking medical instrument.
I marched sousaphone
Mhm.
in high school.
A heavy
Yeah,
keyboard.
you can body some people with that thing.
It's gotta be a nightmare.
One of my shoulders was really strong, and the other one was just average.
I think like get clarinet you could stab someone with pretty good, you know, with like the reed side. But if I'm like, it depends on like my style of combat, to be honest with you.
What class you
I'm
are
just
in the
gonna
apocalypse.
swing at people.
Yeah.
If you want like a bow and arrow, you could have a harp.
Oh, true.
Whoa.
I could definitely fashion a bow and arrow out of a harp, I feel like. So practicality-wise, I think harp is my answer. And also, you got those strings. You know, I don't really know what the strings of a harp are like too much, but if it's anything like a piano string, you know, you get someone like that.
Say you have a time machine, right?
Oh.
You can go back to see one band at the peak of their performance.
Smashing Pumpkins during 1994 or 1996, like their 3-hour things. Oh my god.
That
easy.
was
That's an easy
a
answer.
near
I think
instant
about it a lot.
response.
I think about it a lot.
I would probably go back and see the Clash. I think that would be really cool. The other band I would say like at their peak, because I've seen them as old men. The other band I would say is Wire. I saw them I think the day before like COVID hit. So like that was like the last thing I did before we went into lockdown, is I saw Wire, and it was a little bit of a bummer because they were really old, and yeah, I was the youngest person in the whole venue. But they were still good. But I would love to see them like when they were crazy.
When you think about what makes a band great live, what pops into your head? Is it theatricality? Is it tightness of playing? Is it?
I think it's just energy, man.
Yeah.
I've seen some bands that probably didn't like sound that great. Like I saw, not that they didn't sound great, but I saw Idols at this like tiny venue, and the sound like in the venue was not good, but they just like absolutely rocked the house, dude. They were incredible. Probably one of the best, if not the best concert I've ever been to. But it was tiny and it sounded terrible. But yeah, they played great and they were jumping all over the place. It was awesome.
So after this EP, I know it's very soon to be asking you this, but like, what do you guys think is in the future?
We have enough for an album.
Oh, for sure.
We'll make an album at
We'll
some
make
point. Yeah.
Gotta save up for that.
Yeah.
Organize
That too, yeah.
If you want to give us money, please.
Yeah, if you would like to.
We would love
donate
to
for our
record an album.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'd love to record an album in the future, and we'd love to. I'd love to play more shows. Just play a ton of shows, because yeah, playing live is
It's
the
so
most fun part to me. I mean, I love like the writing and the recording, but playing live is my favorite part of all this.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I would love to do an album at some point. think we have the songs where we, like, subconsciously I feel like we're building up an album that we'll record eventually.
Mm-hmm. Thinking about debuts, what do you think makes a good band debut?
Good, just solid songs that are together and a good album cover.
Good album cover.
That's matters.
The album
like
cover
way
took
too
a while
much
to figure out. Or
yeah.
EP cover.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about album covers.
Do you have an example of the greatest of all time album cover?
Just a good, like, crazy portrait. Like a really crazy portrait with a really, like, crazy scene with no text.
I really liked Uranium Club's. What's that one album of theirs where it's all the
Yeah.
colors?
Oh, yeah.
Or that.
Yeah.
Or
I
go,
really
like,
love
full
that
album
Uranium
art
Club
with
does
text.
some good album
Yeah, they've got
covers.
great album covers.
Yeah.
I guess finally, do you guys have any local things to shout out? Do you guys have anything yourselves you want to shout out?
Listen to Sensitive Conditions, March 24th. Will probably be already out by the time you see this. But,
It's not.
it's streaming everywhere, and it's also on Bandcamp.
Thank you to The Rabbit Hole. Thank you to Shag Carpet.
Yeah.
And everybody.
We've got an incredible support system and a huge group of friends who are also musicians and also like people who listen to us, and we're really, really grateful for it.
Thank you to anybody that cares.
Right?
Like,
We're just
literally
like
anybody that cares.
We just like to be friends with people, and we really like playing with people and getting to know people and being a part of the community.
Thank you to WVCW for recording this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is that
Was that-
Nardwuar thing?
do another.
Do an Nardwuar thing.
Do another
Yeah.
thumbs up.